How you doing, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to segment 4 of Smacktalk. I'm Tony Gaglione.
I'm Shawn Adams.
Right now we're going to go over our Smacktalk calendar for the month. Right now it's August 6th. August 8th we got the Las Vegas 51s game. It's dollar beer night.
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah.
This Thursday we're going to be doing a couple player interviews, doing a little batting practice, probably some fan interviews afterwards.
Yeah.
Kind of mingling with the crowd, so be sure to join us for that.
Yeah, so if you're in Las Vegas, come check us out. Come enjoy the 51s game. It's always a great experience. It's only $1 for a beer. And they're not little ones either.
Yeah,
it's
a pretty big beer.
You know, 2 or 3 beers and you can have a good time. And not to say that you can't have a good time watching the game, but you can have a better time drinking beer and watching the game.
August 28th, we're doing a Intel Fantasy football ordeal with a future Hall of Famer. I can't name names. A future Hall of Famer and a couple of already Hall of Famers.
Yeah. Fantasy football.
Love fantasy
like
football.
I said.
Who's your number one this year?
Who my number 1 draft pick?
That's right.
Adrian Peterson. All day.
It's Adrian Peterson forever. For like the last 5 or 6
The
years.
dude is a beast. He's a beast.
Peterson?
Adrian Peterson is a beast, bro.
What happens when he tears his ACL again?
He'll come back next year and break the rushing record.
That's what he does.
That's what he
Tell
does.
me that dude ain't using PEDs.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think his body is like a ridiculous.
August
also
30th,
yeah.
August 30th, we tentatively are doing Tough Enough MMA at the South Point Casino. So if you're in Vegas, again, come out and check out the fights. A couple weeks ago, we did Lion Fight 10, which was absolutely awesome. It was Muay Thai fighting.
Yeah, it was at the Hard Rock.
At the Hard Rock at the Joint. Met Pat Miletich, a legend in MMA. Got to meet some good fighters, good people, and got some good coverage.
Yeah, we're going to go on to our top 5. We like to do a top 5 in our final segment. We're going to do top 5 baseball teams. Now, these teams are teams we are shooing in for the playoffs. These are, you know, we're going to argue about this, but there are teams that we think are going to make the playoffs. There are 10 playoff spots available, 5 in each NL and American League. 2 wild card spots, 3 division winners. We'll start off.
I can't stand looking at your top 5.
I know.
I really can't.
Why don't you start with your top one? Your number 5.
Number 5 is the LA Dodgers. They're leading the division. They're old, but they have pitching.
Yeah,
and that's what wins games in the playoffs is pitching.
Yeah, my number 5 is the Texas Rangers. I actually could have put the LA Dodgers in as a number 5 because you're right. They have Greinke, Kershaw, Ryu. They also have Don Mattingly as their coach. They're a good team. But I chose the Texas Rangers. I think the suspension of Nelson Cruz is going to unite this team. They have 133.
So losing 30 home runs a year, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that the Ron Washington, he's going to do some more coke with his players. I love saying that. I love saying that he does that.
They're going to get amped up for the playoffs.
Let's go. I think that they make it as a wild card. I don't think they make the division.
Let's go and get some hits, guys.
Yeah, spit some seeds out. If you ever watch Ron Washington on TV, he's like spitting seeds out. He's gagged out. Right? Just to let you know.
My number 4 is the Atlanta Braves, which is
you can't deny that the Braves playing a weak NL East this year.
Look, every time I talk about the Atlanta Braves, I'm like, oh, this is a good team. I've been saying this since the early 90s. How many World Series they got? 1.
Yeah, but I mean, they have a quality team.
Yeah, they had John Smoltz, Tom Glavine,
the best
and Greg Maddux.
Best rotation ever.
Best rotation ever in the 90s, and they only won 1 World Series.
Yeah, but I mean,
1.
They're like I said, they're a quality team.
The epitome of a choke artist team.
Yes, but I think that the fact that they play in a weak NL East this year has definitely benefited them. I mean,
the Nationals. But what competition
the Nationals were like their only competition. That only lasted until like May, and then they just started running away.
I think they're like 10 games back or something.
14 and a half, I think, something like
that. That's ridiculous.
Something ridiculous. Yeah.
So you're telling me that a team that just dominates their league is going to go into the playoffs, face teams like Pittsburgh that you absolutely love.
Yeah.
Other teams in the National League like the Dodgers. Yeah. And they're going to dominate them?
No. I just think that they make the playoffs. They're a quality team. Their record shows it. I think they're second best record in baseball. They definitely have.
The Rockies had the second best record in baseball a few years ago. They even made the World Series.
Yeah. They also won 22 straight games to make the playoffs, which is ridiculous. My number 3 is the St. Louis Cardinals. They're going to make the wild card. They may win the division. I don't think so, but they're second in team batting average. They have their third in on-base percentage, and they have allowed the fewest home runs out of any team as a team.
Those are great stats.
And when they don't have Tommy Tony La Russa. Not Tony La Russa anymore, and they still have a quality team. They're pitching.
Those are great stats. I hate the Cardinals, and I was going to argue to death what you just wrote down on the Cardinals. But until you gave me those stats, all right.
They're a quality team.
Fine.
They're going to be good. I wouldn't be surprised if Cardinals
Detroit.
make the World Series.
I had Detroit number 3. I think with Miguel Cabrera, you can never go wrong.
No.
With Justin Verlander, you can never go wrong. Max Scherzer is lights out this year.
Yeah.
How? I have no idea because he was a 12-12 kind of guy.
Yeah.
For the last 5 years.
Steroids.
Everything that anybody does good now is just steroids. No, I think the Tigers are a full and complete solid squad.
The thing
from their lineup to starting pitching to bullpen to closing. However, losing Johnny Peralta is huge.
Yeah, well, the thing I think is huge, if you take away Miguel Cabrera's home runs, they have 128 total team home runs right now. But you take away Miguel Cabrera's, they don't have the RBIs or the team batting average to do.
Don't
they're
tell
first
me
in
about a
team
team that doesn't hit a lot of home runs. You were a Twins fan.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay,
we're not designed to hit
I'm
the
not
home
talking
run.
about you this year. I'm talking about you the last 20 years. Okay? And you guys don't hit home runs. You play small ball.
But Detroit is not built around small ball. They're built around knocking the ball.
There's speed in that lineup.
Yeah. Well, okay.
There's speed in that lineup.
I'm going to call this right now. Detroit, first round matchup, out of the world.
That's why they're not my number 2 or number 1.
My number 2 team, the Tampa Bay Rays. I love this team. They're second in fielding percentage. This team does not make defensive errors. Defense wins championships.
It's not football, bro.
Hey, the Tampa Bay Rays
It's
are.
not football.
They've got David Price, Helixson. I said this in a previous show. Watch out for the Tampa Bay Rays, guys. They're a team built for a World Series. They're built for the playoffs. They're going to make it. They possibly could win the division. I know Tony will disagree with me on this, but they're only half a game back. If they don't win the division, they're definitely shooing for the wild card spot. I love the Rays. If you want my advice, go put your money on the Rays to win the World Series.
Yeah, they just lost 6-1 to the Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
With
whatever.
Helixson
Yeah, whatever. The Diamondbacks. Interleague play doesn't matter, especially when it comes to your head-to-head matchups.
All right, my number 2 is the Oakland A's. I love the Oakland A's. Shawn, if you argue anything about the Oakland A's, I'm gonna.
No, they're great.
you.
I like the A's. I like the A's. I won't argue with the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's top 5 teams in baseball.
Okay. Why don't you tell me why?
Tell
me how you really feel.
I think the A's are going to do what they do every year. They're going to make the playoffs and they're going to lose.
Yeah. I'm not going to disagree. But you know what?
The
The
Oakland A's are the Atlanta Braves of the American League.
No.
They have a great record. They're going to make the playoffs, and they're going to crash.
This team is above Texas.
I know they're above Texas, but Texas has a playoff caliber roster.
The Oakland A's don't have a playoff caliber roster?
They'll make the playoffs, but they won't do anything in the playoffs. I was going to say, my grandpa would probably be mad at me for saying that.
You got to tell me that Josh Reddick's beard is not the best in the face.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying they're not. They don't have what it takes. Okay, even if they make it out of the first round, they get to the.
It's sad
ALCS.
that I have to resort to the beard.
The ALCS. Look at the teams they're going to face. They're going to face Tampa Bay, Baltimore, possibly Texas, Boston, Detroit, Cleveland. Even could make it. Those teams will beat the A's.
I'm sorry, guys. We just double off the wall. From the Giants. It's 2-1 now. Man on second in the 8th inning. No outs.
Yeah.
I'm going to defend the A's, not because of the star quality players that they have. I'm not going to resort back to the beard. But I'm
best
going
name in baseball.
To the style of how they put their team together. If anybody's seen Moneyball, it's a good concept.
Yep.
It's got them wins.
Yeah, that's true.
It has them wins.
Yeah. And their payroll is ridiculously low.
Their payrolls never can get higher either.
No, that's the thing, and they
still put together a decent team that makes the playoffs. As you know, when the playoffs start, anybody can win.
Yeah.
So if you're the Yankees and you have, 10 years ago, you have A-Rod and you have Jeter and you have, Teixeira and you have Jorge Posada and Bernie Williams, they lost to the Marlins.
Yeah, the Marlins.
Who had Beckett and Willis.
And they had Derek Lee, Jeff Conine.
I don't know if they had Conine.
Yeah, they had Conine.
Name their lineup though. Derek
Yeah,
Lee.
they didn't have anybody.
So anybody can win.
I think they had
It's
Miguel
really-
Cabrera as a 19-year-old.
No, they did not.
I think so.
They had an old Bobby Bonilla.
I think
That's
they
what
had. I think they had Miguel Cabrera as a 19-year-old. I'm just gonna state that right now. You guys can look that up. I think
look
I'm
it up.
right.
Either way,
Miguel Cabrera as a 19-year-old.
any team can win once the playoffs start.
So your number one.
I don't.
What?
No, go ahead.
No, okay.
Go ahead.
My
Go
number
ahead.
one is the Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to make the World Series.
Joke.
Okay, they are first in team ERA.
Let's hear all about it.
They got Liriano, former Twin.
Oh yeah, and White Sox.
Yeah, and he also
Come on.
no-hit your White Sox.
Tell me all about it.
They're second in home runs allowed, and pitching wins games.
Hey, what did they do last year?
This isn't last year. We're not talking about last year. They're in first place. They have the best
I'm
record
pretty
in
sure
baseball.
that right here, last year, they were in first place and they fizzled
Not
out.
August. Nope, not August.
Say what?
And they weren't. They fizzled out prior to August. They didn't have. They were.
Oh yeah, they were bad way before August.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
July came out after the break. They fell.
They
off.
might have had the best record in baseball. They would have been in first place, but guess what? They fizzled out.
Yeah, now they have the best record. They're in
Dude,
first place. It's
who's their
August,
ace? AJ Burnett.
bro. Burnett. He's got a World Series ring.
Yeah.
World Series ring with the Florida Marlins.
Really?
Yeah, Beckett and Burnett. That was
Good
their
for you.
that was the rotation.
Anyway, AJ Burnett is not an ace for
Hey.
any club.
Hey,
Francisco
they got Andrew
Liriano
McCutcheon.
is not an ace.
Andrew
Andrew
McCutcheon.
McCutcheon is awesome,
Yes,
but that's one player.
hey, I'm telling you, the Pirates right
That's
here,
one
everybody.
player.
The Pirates.
Baseball is a team game. There is 9 players that have to bat.
Yep. And the Pirates have the best record in baseball, so those 9 players seem to be doing all right.
Okay.
They'd be doing all right.
My number 1 is Boston Red Sox.
I hate the Red Sox.
That's fine.
I freaking hate them.
I don't like the Red Sox either. But
The
guess
only
what?
player I like is that little short dude, Pedroia.
How about Jacoby Ellsbury?
No, I hate that dude. I don't like
Why?
that dude. Because all he is
Big
is
Poppy.
speed. Don't get me started. That dude hit 16 home runs for the Twins. Went
That's
to the
the
Red
thing
Sox
you
and
know
it's like
what?
40.
Yeah,
I hate that guy.
Okay, yeah, okay. Just because he sucked on the Twins and then he goes to the Red Sox,
And he started taking
and he's
steroids
awesome.
with Manny Ramirez.
Oh, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Either way, the Red Sox have been there before. They have a pitching staff that's been there before. They have a lineup that's been there before. This is not new to them. They're going to be there. They don't feel the pressure, and they're going to win.
And they'll lose to the Tampa Bay Rays.
The Red Sox are winning the World Series.
Oh, no, my friend. No.
I hope it comes down to Pittsburgh and Boston.
I hope it does too. You know what? I would love for it. You know what? Better yet, I'd hope it'd be Tampa Bay versus Pittsburgh, just so I can have 2 of my top 1 and 2 in the World Series and make Tony eat his words. Okay, that's what I.
So when it is Boston and Pittsburgh, what's going to happen? What are we going to do
Pittsburgh
here?
wins.
There's gotta be
Oh,
a
we
bet.
have to have a bet.
We always have to have a bet.
We'll go shave the head. Oh wait, no, that won't work because
You're already going bald.
yeah.
You're just going forward towards the inevitable.
Maybe
Just so
body.
you know, before we lay the terms down on this, if the Bears do end up playing the Steelers in the
yes.
Super Bowl
We have
at
a
any
run-
point,
we have a running bet.
the loser gets the opposing team's tattoo on their butt
Yep.
logo.
Yeah.
So
So if
that's
it's ever
gonna
a
be
Bears
fun.
Steelers Super Bowl, we'll have a special Smacktalk
Oh, yeah.
for you guys. Trust me.
Our
And
butt will be on the air.
Yes. the tattoo we'll probably film from the tattoo parlor.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
definitely,
yes.
definitely.
I look
what
forward
do
to
you
Tony
got?
having a Steeler.
I got
tattoo.
Boston.
I
I
got-
hate Boston.
I
I hate
I
all accounts of Boston sports. I mean, the Blackhawks played the Bruins.
Yeah, I know.
I hate Boston.
Yeah, I know. I don't like Boston either. That's
The
why
Red
I can't
Sox
believe you
just
put
seem
them
to
number 1.
manage to steal 2 pitchers from the White Sox, which makes me like them a little more.
Yeah, but they're not going to do anything in the playoffs. If I was going to pick a team, if I was going to pick 2 teams out of the playoffs in the American League, it's going to be the A's, the Rays. I would see ALCS, Rays, A's. The Detroit Tigers is the only team that I think is dangerous just because they can hit the long ball. In the National League, it's wide open. I think that's why the Pirates stand a great chance because the Cardinals and the Pirates, that division, I mean, they're
Okay.
quality teams. They play baseball. I mean, look at the Giants. When they won the World Series, they won it twice. Their teams aren't filled with star players. They play with guys that know how to play their positions. That's what the Pirates are. That's what the Cardinals are right now.
Okay, here's the bet.
That's what the Rays are.
Here's the bet right now. Doesn't matter if the Red Sox play the Pirates, or the Pirates, whatever, vice versa. If the Pirates win the World Series, I will do Smacktalk for 3 weeks. Oh, no, let's do a whole month. Let's do a whole month. In gold and black face paint.
Okay. Deal.
And if the Red Sox win, you do it in red and whatever.
Red and blue.
Red, it's not blue.
Yeah, it's like blue. Yeah.
Whatever.
Red,
Red
blue.
and some weird color.
Yeah, that's fine.
Deal?
Yeah, but it's got to be the Pirates. Pirates or the Red Sox got to win the World Series.
Oh, yeah, anybody
Red
else
Sox.
is a moot point.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Thanks for tuning in to segment 4 of Smacktalk, guys. I'm Shawn Adams.
I'm Tony Gaglione. Check us out Thursday night at the 51s game for Dollar Beer Night, the 28th for Fantasy Football with a couple Hall of Famers, and the 30th of August for Tough Enough at the South Point.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Always check us out on
LasVegas.InformerMG.com.
Thank you. I'm not as good as Tony is. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great night.